Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Staff Sergeant Marino. I am the current station commander for the Big Rapids Recruiting Station. The purpose for these kind of presentations, not only to help faculty and staff, but also to inform students and parents as well. As you may or may not know, Michigan school counselors that are looking to renew their certificates must now complete 5 hours of career consultation, kind of like exploring military career options. And being one of the Army recruiters here, I'm pleased to provide myself as the individual providing this information for all the local schools, staff, and sometimes, like I said, as well as parents. A little bit about myself, my Army story, as we call it. I was born in Lapeer, Michigan, July 1st, 1985, currently married, got 2 kids. I live down in Howard City, work up in Big Rapids, Michigan. I've been recruiting for the last 3.5 years now. Before this, I was stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas, where I deployed to Iraq, and then I was changed my job and to a 14 Tango, which is Patriot Missile Launching Station Maintainer. During that time, I did 4 years at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas, and had a deployment to Qatar during that time frame. Some things I really like to kind of point out, right? So when we sit down and we start talking to individuals, you're 17, 18 years old, you're not 100% sure where you want to go, where you're supposed to be, what's going to happen next. We look at parents and adults as just somebody else telling us what to do. So this year is a little bit of an insight between the active duty Army and the Army Reserves, which is 2 completely, totally different career paths, if you want to look at it this way, okay? Active duty is a full-time job as compared to the Army Reserves as a part-time job, meaning right now I am an active duty Army recruiter, okay? I work Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., but I am a soldier 24/7 as well. So if there comes a time when a parent or an individual, a college student, a college professor even wants to sit down and talk about Army options on the weekend, guess where I'm at? Sitting down in front of you on the weekend, okay? Part-time job, meaning more so as far as pay, which we'll get into in later slides here. Another big difference is active duty, you'll be stationed out of the state of Michigan versus reserves. You could literally come back, live in your current city now, and just do your 1 weekend a month drills with the reserve unit that you're attached to. And that could be almost anywhere in the state of Michigan. It's really up to you and what type of job that you want to get into to receive the training. Free healthcare versus low-cost healthcare. On every active duty Army installation, we have an Army hospital with Army doctors, with Army physicians, etc., surgeons, all that good stuff. So if I was, let's say, back at Fort Riley, Kansas, and I fell down and sprained my ankle, I can just hobble on over to the hospital on post there, and they would split me up, put me in a cast or whatever the case may be, and I walk out and like it was a normal day, no big deal. Versus being in the Army Reserves, up here we have Big Rapids, we have a Spectrum. So I'd have to go to Spectrum ER, go through this whole ordeal about here's my ID, here's my number, pull up my healthcare insurance, et cetera, et cetera. It's kind of a little bit more of a lengthy process because we're not dealing with Army doctors or medical staff. At the end of the day, if there's any type of prescription, like, hey, here's some ibuprofens, like I might have to pay a couple dollars going through like Spectrum Healthcare or being in the reserves and pay a couple extra bucks for those prescriptions. But if you look at it this way, let's say it costs you $50 for a bottle of whatever you need, some antibiotic, right? Versus I could go in there and pay $5. It's about 10 to 15% of what the normal prescription cost is. Another huge advantage that we get in active duty, which I like a lot, is the 30 paid vacation days a year. And I can tell you in my experience, I know it says most federal holidays are days off. I've never worked on Christmas. Let me be honest. That also includes, hey, we're having a family vacation next month, and I want to take a week of vacation time, and I have 30 days saved up. Go ahead, take 7 days, not a big deal. You put in the paperwork, it gets approved. Not something that's scrutinized against or anything like that. In the Army Reserves, you're only working 1 week in a month. So another way to look at it is you're on vacation for 28 days and you're only working for 3 days. So you don't get those earned vacation times. Through active duty and reserves, the Montgomery GI Bill, post 9/11 GI Bill are two different amounts there. One, because active duty, I'm almost looking at it as if you're serving, almost, let's say your full 20 years or whatnot, right? And then these numbers are going to increase significantly. More than 25,000 through the Army Reserves is because, there's the potential, the starting amount is $25,000 over the course of the 6 years towards your education, right? Or $72,000 at a minimum in the active duty. Now, if you stay in longer and you decide to re-enlist and continue your service, these numbers will exponentially go through the roof. Like, I'm talking $200,000 to $300,000 worth of free college education, right? Tuition assistance is $4,000 per academic year. Let's face it, most schools are not having summer courses between the months of July up until September, or August, depending on where you're going to school, kind of what your course is, whatever. So it's those 9 months that you're usually in school is you get the additional $4,000. All of this money is in addition to your basic pay, which is what we're getting into next. Maybe if I can click it. All right, so this here is the 2020 pay chart. Military pay, okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is entry level for all branches, okay? I'll give you that one. So for E1 with less than 4 months, you're looking at $1,602 a month. Base pay. After 4 months, and you don't do anything, it automatically increases to $1,733. So congratulations. In the first 4 months, you have now received a promotion, so to speak. And automatic. And all you had to do was wake up and work out, get healthy, eat some food, and go back to bed. Right? And this continues to go up. You can see on the side here where it says E1, E2, E3. So the E stands for enlisted. Okay? And the 1, 2, 3, or 4 is kind of like your level or your rank. And E1 is a private, E2 is a private second class, private first class, so on and so forth, specialist, etc. All these are automatic pay increases from E1 to E4. Once you reach the rank of E4, then you have to go in front of a board of other non-commissioned officers, senior non-commissioned officers like first sergeants. And then they'll pretty much ask you a bunch of questions and decide whether or not you are ready to lead soldiers, to lead the individuals that are following you, coming in brand new to the Army. Can you teach them what you have been taught over the years? Oh, and sorry, so going from left to right here, where you can see the numbers somewhat increased, right? So let's go to E4. So you got $2,263, and then it jumps, you go over to the right one, and it goes $2,378. That's where that automatic pay raise every 2 years. So those are 2-year increments, right? So an E4 with 2 years is at $2,263, and E4 at 4 years is $2,378, so on and so forth, all the way across, no matter what your rank is. Basic training, this is just a very short glimpse, a very short glimpse into the next few slides into what basic training is, what advanced individual training is, what it covers. Everybody's basic training is going to be different depending on your job, depends on what basic training location you're going to go to, right? Fort Benning, Fort Jackson, Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Sill. There are some military occupation specialties, some MOSs, jobs, that only go to certain Army basic training locations. For instance, military police will only train at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, right? Army infantry will only train at Fort Benning, Georgia, so on and so forth, right? So day one, you show up, you raise your right hand as a reservist in the United States Army Reserve. If that's the option you so shall choose. Your time starts then. But for active duty soldiers or individuals, the day you show up to basic training, that's when your first day of the Army is. Starting on that day, you will earn full-time pay during basic training and your AIT, during however long it may take, right? Basic training cycles are kind of broken up. The red, white, and blue phase, that is initially is like red phase is kind of like the hardest phase, is where you're learning. You have no idea what a sergeant's major is. You have no idea what a staff sergeant is. You have no idea what left face sounds like from a loud scream. This is where you're learning all of this stuff as a group, learning what teamwork means, learning what integrity is, learning even about yourself, you know, self-discipline, honor, duty, respect, all that fun stuff. Weeks 4 through 5 in white phase is where you're going to learn more of, like, you know, how you're shooting a weapon, how to throw a grenade properly, you know, the gas chambers with your ProMAS, trusting your equipment, working together as a team, going through the obstacle courses, kind of refining all the skills that you've been taught so far. And then blue phase is kind of considered almost like a capstone, like at the end. All right, now let's see what you've done, what you've learned, how well you've retained that knowledge, and let's test you. Let's really see what you're really capable of. And at this point is where you get to really see what you were capable of yourself, see where you came from to where you are now. You know, like myself, for instance, when I joined the Army, I can only do like 20 push-ups. I'm not gonna lie, no over or under exaggeration about it. And then over the course of basic training and AIT, you know, towards the end there, you know, I'm doing like 70, 80 push-ups, and this isn't a 2-minute period. So the basic training definitely helps you get into that physical state that a lot of individuals seem to be afraid of. You know, it doesn't take a, you know, 5'10" super stud, track star, amazing swimmer person to pass basic training. Okay. I came into basic training, I was like 197 pounds, 6 foot, doing, you know, what, 20, 14, 15 push-ups in 2 minutes to, you know, getting down to like the 180s, the 175s, knocking out 70, 80 push-ups in 2 minutes. Boom. A little bit of AIT, Advanced Individual Training. So whatever job or MOS, which we'll get into a little bit more later, that you choose, the Army teaches you. You want to be a computer technology specialist. You want to be a wheeled vehicle mechanic, a tank mechanic, an infantryman, any of these kind of things. We're going to train you for it. You don't go to a college set environment to learn this stuff. What do you want to do? This is what you qualify for based on your test scores. Which of these jobs sounds interesting to you? You pick that job, we're going to train you how to do it, make you proficient at that job to where we're comfortable and you are comfortable to where you feel like you are the subject matter expert. Like, for instance, for recruiting, I'm the station commander. I run the office. I was a recruiter for 3 years. Now I'm filling in the role of a station commander. I'm comfortable in being a recruiter and where I am at to be able to be in charge of 4 other individuals to make sure that they're doing their job, what I was taught. So you can see everything's kind of like promoted from within. You start at the bottom and you work your way up, right? All the, you know, Secretary of Defenses and all these generals and stuff that you see on TV making any of these speeches or whatever, whatnot, they started at the bottom, just like you and I did, or you will potentially, like I did. You know, I joined the Army as an E1. Now I'm an E6. You know, we promote from within. We train you, and then we give you the opportunity to train others and continue furthering and bettering yourself, furthering your education to move forward. Just like basic training, you're obviously AIT is kind of strict, but it's not nearly what you would think for like basic training. There is a slight downgrade, I would say, in conditioning, as far as, you know, the way you think you're being yelled at, or the pressed for time and the constant rush and whatnot. It's a lot more of a relaxed environment where you actually have time on the weekends to like go watch a movie or whatever. Let's see here. So occupation, career enhancement, practical work experience, marketing, job skills, college education, and emerging technology. So between the active duty and the Army Reserves, we have 150 different jobs available. As you can see here, I'm not going to sit here and read all these to you, but the one thing you're going to kind of see, active duty, the difference between active duty and reserves is reserves has a little bit less, okay? The reason for that is one, with the reserves, I am more so want to talk to individuals who are going to college or are in college full time. Then you can continue in college, or even if you're already on a set career path, right? Say like your teacher or like your parents who are maybe like a cop or a firefighter or whatever, they can do the Army Reserves 1 week in a month and continue doing their career while serving their country and community at the same exact time. Another difference is in the Army Reserves, we don't have any combat jobs. So there won't be any infantrymen, there won't be any Cav Scouts, there won't be any frontline, war fighters in the reserves. We leave that to the active duty guys who can train, 6-7 days a week if need be, deploy overseas and take care of the front lines while we're helping, maintaining their vehicles or sending them supplies or taking care of them. But the job range, as you can see here, just in this picture alone, you got veterinary clinic, you got a little bit of, it's like a guy in a microscope or something trying to fix some radio equipment, electronics. The bottom left here, we got our combat medic guys taking care of the injured out on the battlefield. Then you have our cybersecurity individuals. And I'm telling you, these jobs range so vastly. I would say the only thing that I have not ever come across, honestly, was a cosmetologist. Active duty schedule. Look, again, this is going to change as well, depending on where you go, what your job is, who you're working with, what you're working for, so on and so forth. But a general idea of an active duty day is as follows here, right? So from 6:30 to 7:30, we have accountability, formation, and physical fitness. What we're doing, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are fun run days, and Tuesdays and Wednesdays are muscle failure. Where you're focusing more on like the pull-ups or the sit-ups or whatever that you feel like you need to improve on. PT is meant to maintain your current level of fitness, not necessarily push you through the roof. You can do that on your own time. If you want to go max your bench out at 400 pounds, that's something you can work on the weekends. From 7:30 to about 9 o'clock, 9:09, you're doing personal hygiene, getting some breakfast in your belly from that nice long run you just did on a Monday morning. From 11, oh, I'm sorry, I missed one there, didn't I? From 9 to 11, you're dealing with your personal tasks that are put out by your supervisor. So on Mondays, we do what's called vehicle maintenance, where we will go on every single piece of equipment that we are signed for from bumper to bumper, ensure that fuel levels are full, oil levels, coolant levels, make sure the vehicle starts, it runs, it drives, take it out for like a little 1 to 2 mile down one of the tank trails and back, just to put some, some use into these vehicles. They don't sit around and just rust to death. Then roughly between 11 to 1, you'll have a lunch break for anywhere from an hour, hour and a half. Again, all of this stuff changes. You can see the two individuals on the top here that are working on this motor. That motor is very essential to that vehicle. Those guys are not going home until that motor is back in the vehicle and that vehicle is running. So depending on the level of, the need for that part, kind of determines or dictates kind of your timeline for the day. Let's say, for instance, for like a firefighter, he's about to be off, or he or she is about to be off of the clock here in the next 5 minutes, and all of a sudden there's a call from dispatch. Hey, you got to go put this fire out. Guess where you're going? We'll see you tomorrow. Generally speaking, you're out anywhere between 4 p.m. 6 p.m. Again, just kind of depends on what's going on. On Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, are your free days, or whatever time you get off. Once you're dismissed for the day is yours. Take the uniform off, put on the snowboard, jump on the bike, grab the surfboard, whatever you're into, go for it. Keep yourself out of trouble. You're all young, wise adults by this point in life. You know what is right and what is wrong. You know, as long as you're accounted for, and you know that before 06:30 the next day, your butt better be standing in formation. All right, single soldier living is kind of like living in, say, like college dorms, or if you picture a hotel, right? So you have one big building with a long hallway, and it has doors on each side of the hallway. And you don't pay rent. There's no electric bill, water bill, air conditioning bill, et cetera, right? You want Wi-Fi or internet, obviously you're going to pay for that. So it kind of works as like a common area. You see in this lower picture, you have a fridge, you have a dishwasher, a sink, a microwave, a stove, and like a little table. And then you have like a door on, like I would imagine behind this individual that took this picture, there's a door that goes to the bathroom and the shower, right? You guys will share that. You and one other person of the same sex will share that room, that living space. But then there'll be two other doors within that shared common areas that go to the bedroom that you see up top here. This isn't standard across the entire Army, all right? This looks very low budget compared to what I had at Fort Riley, but very similar to what I had at Fort Bliss. All your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner at the dining facility, the DFAC, the chow hall, whatever you choose to call it. Oh, that's free food. You go in there when in the hours that they're open, generally 2.5 hours per meal. And you will be allowed to go to that DFAC when it is time, when it is open. Nobody can keep you from allowing you to eat, all right? You get in there and it's like a smorgasbord. You have 3 different lines. You can go through like the salad bar, you can go through the main food line, or you can go through the junk food line and get your hot dogs and cheeseburgers and fries and hot wings, or you can go through the line and get like, you know, the chicken breasts or the steak or the fish and rice and potato, you know, the more healthier choices. Whatever you so shall choose, again. As you see, obviously, males and females do not share the same room. Generally, the females will have the rooms on the first or second floor, and then the males' rooms will be up beyond that. You'll learn why later in life. Let's see here. So married life in the military is very, very different, okay? So like for instance, I have wife and kids. I don't live in the barracks. I will never live in the barracks again. It's not right, and it's not fair, A, to the married individuals, or B, to the single soldiers to have to hear your kids up crying, you know, 2, 3, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Now we have to get up for PT. Not only that, but you just don't want to be around a bunch of people and you're trying to, you know, hang out with your kids or hang out with your wife and have a nice dinner, etc. So we actually get houses off post or on post, but somewhere else far away from the barracks. That's also, again, it's the same thing. I don't pay for my lights. I don't pay for the water. I don't pay for the electricity or the air conditioning or the wash. All that is paid for through the Army, the housing allowance that you see there. Again, you can enroll your kids and your wife into dental. They get, I believe it's 3 to 4 checkups or 2 checkups per year. Sorry. And, you know, any type of surgery that has to be done, if you gotta get a tooth pulled or whatever, like they're not paying for any of this stuff. That's why you pay $15 a month. But like, if you think about it now, if you were to turn around, call your parents and ask them how much they pay for dental for just you alone, I guarantee you it's, you know, 4 times the amount, if not more, than just that measly $15 a month. Another cool thing about being married is, say, like me, for instance, I was never a college individual, never went to college. You know, call me whatever you want. Don't call me late for dinner, but college has never been my thing to look forward to. So I've actually transferred, of the 4 years that I have, I've transferred 2 years of that to my wife, and I've transferred one year to my daughter and 1 year to my son. And I can change that whenever. My children and my wife will have that available to them for the rest of their lives. No matter what happens to me, they have that. If they don't choose to go to college, well, you know, then they don't use it. But if they do choose to go to college, then, you know, they have that free free college available to them. I can give all 4 years to my wife, and none to my kids, and you can split it up however you want to, right? Keep it that way. Oh, let's see here. So this right here, what I'm like to talk about a little bit is the career exploration program. This is more or less a website you can go to once you have taken the ASVAB, the Armed Service Vocabulary Aptitude Battery, and Vocational Aptitude Battery, and kind of plug in your numbers into this website, answer some questions about yourself, and it will help you kind of understand the ASVAB a little bit better. You know, in my experience in the 3.5 years I've been out here, 4 years, whatever, is that when I go to school and I talk and I say ASVAB, whether I'm in uniform or I'm not in uniform, I say ASVAB, everybody thinks you're joining the military, okay? If we reroute the way that we think about this, this is a test that asks you general questions, algebra, general word problems, reading comprehension, you know, general mechanics, stuff like this, right? This isn't just military related. This is individually. Okay, are you good at mechanics? Well, when you're done with this test, it will tell you this information, okay? So I like to use the career exploration program because not only does it show you what you're going to be most successful at within the United States military, I say that, like all of us, no matter what branch you want to join, you're taking the ASVAB, you have to, so that we know what career path to set you on. Like if you score really high in the mechanic field, then I don't want to sit you behind a desk with a computer and Microsoft Word and Excel and expect you to, you know, get promoted and do really well at your job. That's not what you're good at. I want to look at what you're good at, and I want to place you in a position where you're going to be able to better yourself. That's what this career exploration, the ASVAB program website does. It'll help you identify the strengths and weaknesses that are going to help you become more successful. Honestly, that's kind of the end of my classroom presentation. Generally, I will leave the last half of the class or the last 15 to 20 minutes open to any questions, comments, literally open to the floor. I have nothing further, so pending anybody's questions, thank you for having me, and you can get a hold of me anytime. My contact information, I'll scroll back to the front here. I just realized my phone number is not on there. Sorry, guys. I'll have to fix that for you. You can get a hold of me here. Here's my contact information. You can call me, text me, email me, any way, shape, or form that you can, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions at any time. Thank you.